What if Greenland's cliffs shimmered with guilt, whispering your secrets to trap you forever? This super creepy story from Greenland in 2095 will grab you tight. Mira Tan, an explorer, finds shimmering cliffs that whisper her guilt over her brother's death, but they trap her team in endless rock. Stay to face the dark. Greenland's coastal cliffs tower under a cold gray sky, their rocks gleaming like hidden shame. Mira treks in her heavy coat, her boots scraping as she maps ancient shores. The research camp's tents flap in the wind, her only home since she left her village. Mira's heart aches because her brother Jex died in a rockfall 6 years ago. His last words, "It's falling," stuck in her head. She hopes the cliffs hold clues to what he meant. One day, her probe touches a cliff and it shimmers, whispering, "Myra," in Jex's voice, like grinding stone. Her chest feels tight. She thinks it's the wind, but she freezes when the cliff glows and forms Jex's face, his eyes empty, staring at her. Myra's scared, but she can't stop exploring. The shimmering cliffs get creepier, glowing brighter, and bad things hit. The camp, tools rust, lanterns dim, and the air feels heavy, like it's stealing guilt. Mira's flashlight, which lights her path, stings her head, like the shimmer is creeping into her mind. Other explorers hear the cliffs whisper their guilt-broken vows, old sins then stiffen, trapped in stone. Mira checks a cliff, but its surface is weird, with tiny carvings that glow under her light. She tells her friend Reyes, a tough tracker with a scar on his wrist from a knife cut. Reyes searches the shores and finds carvings, pictures of people trapped, their guilt etched in rock. The cliffs hum, "You're gone," in a spooky voice, and Mira's hands shake so bad she drops her flashlight. What's this shimmer trying to do? Mira and Reyes decide to find out. They gear up and trek to a cliff cluster, where the wind bites and the rocks groan like a beast. The cliffs shimmer like a maze, glowing too fast. Their lights catch strange carvings, shapes that shift when they blink. Mira's stomach knots like something's watching. The carvings lead to a deep rock cave, its walls glowing gray like a buried heart. In the center, a shimmering cliff core pulses, whispering like a storm. Dark shapes swirl in the dust, like ghosts with no faces. Mira feels dizzy, like the cave's pulling her in. Reyes' tools catch signals from the core. Not from Earth, but from deep space, far past the stars. The cave feels wrong, like it's alive. Mira's flashlight shows scary pictures, Jex's rockfall, explorers screaming, and an old village locked in stone. Reyes says the cliffs are part of something called the guilt, not just rocks but a trap that binds souls. The shimmering cliffs work for the binders, a creepy force that loves guilt and grows with every whisper. The camp starts breaking down. Tents collapse in sudden storms, fires die, and explorers act weird, walking toward cliffs with eyes that glow gray, like the stone. Myra's afraid they're not themselves anymore. Reyes finds a black shard in the cave, carved with stars that look like eyes, pulsing with the core's hum. The cliffs scream, "We take," and Mira wonders if she's still safe or if the guilt's got her trapped. Things get worse. Greenland's shores shake, like they're angry. Mira finds a piece of the black shard, and it glows, showing Jex's face. He looks so scared, like he's stuck in stone, begging Myra to run. Everyone's flashlights show the same thing, a web of dust where guilt traps forever. The cliff core shows a net of gray lines, like a trap catching every person at the camp. Each dot in the net is someone's soul, each hum their guilt. The shores roar with a creepy sound, and the shadows match the guilt's web, like the whole lands. Waking up, Reyes finds a carving saying the binders want the whole world next. They're not just in Greenland, they're tied to other cliffs in space, all hungry for souls. Mira sees a vision of dark shapes, like fog with glowing eyes, talking about binding or ending everything. The guilt's signals shoot out to the stars, like the binders are closing in. The camp's gear goes wild, radios scream Jex's voice, lights flash his face. Mira feels Jex's whisper in the gilt's web, so faint, urging her to fight. Raze wonders if the binders are trapping them or testing them. Greenland quakes with a bad hum, and the shadows swirl like a cage. Mira stares at the cliff core, her hands cold, knowing a ghost might be waiting. She thinks about Jex, about the camp, about whether she can stop this thing or if it's too big. The air feels heavy, like it's crushing her. The camp's too quiet now, and Mira's not sure if she's alone or if the binders are already. In her mind, the cliffs glow brighter, their shimmer louder, like they're thrilled. Mira steps back, but the rocks crack and the whispers grow stronger, calling her name over and over. She looks at Raze, who's pale, staring at the core. They both know something's coming, something they can't stop. The shores outside roar, like they're alive. Mira's heart feels like it's breaking, but she won't give up, not yet. She grips her flashlight, hoping it holds a clue, but the shimmer just keeps coming, pulling her closer to the dark. The cliffs feel alive there, glow spreading like a storm. Mira wonders if she ever leave, or if the guilt has already trapped her soul. Twist. The cliffs aren't rocks. They're the claws of a star beast eating guilt. Is Greenland a wilderness or a soul vault? Could you climb creepy shimmering cliffs knowing what they do? Tell us your scariest thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if this gave you chills, send it to all your explorer friends, and subscribe for more stories that'll blow your mind.